This piece of grass grows. Desolate land. North Korea today. And 30 years ago, 1 million North Koreans may die of starvation, according to the United Nations. Even today, less than 20% of the population. There is a food shortage. I can't even eat, especially those who live in rural areas. That's why, World Food Program. It distributes about 400,000 tons of food annually. Agriculture is almost non-existent in the area. Lack of agricultural machinery. Many people starve to death, not to mention the existence of animals. No food. People, in order to survive, they went looking for something to eat. Like, grassroots, but this is for rural people. It's already a rich dish. The reason for this is because, since the founding of North Korea in 1953, always resting on its laurels, nothing has changed, or almost the same. In 1994, Chang died today, but he was appointed the eternal leader of North Korea. He made a statue, murals and forms of seals, everywhere. His son Kim Jong-il succeeded him, and was officially notified. As a dear leader, he went on to lead 23 million North Koreans, survive in absolute pain without any freedom. And this is largely thanks to a growing army, considered a super powerful 1 million army, fully equipped, including nuclear weapons. Technically, it is still at war with South Korea. To the grandchildren, Kim Jong-un continues the work of their ancestors, and people's standard of living. It's like the 1960s in China. There is very little gasoline on the street. Thus, people were lining up, orderly waiting for boarding. And they enjoy it. Everyday life is almost the same. Shops on the street are empty. It will not allow foreign tourists to shoot, because ordinary people never venture in. Of course, not everything. Love is so bleak. They also have highways. Things you don't understand. This is for cyclists only. And the cleanup team. Clear road puddles. Then these people consider it an honor, and contribute to the country. And here's what's interesting. They even have a casino at their capital airport. But this casino, you can only play slot machines there. And there's never been a jackpot. It can be said that all the facilities in North Korea are complete. Sadly, people were completely restricted in how they could use it. Advanced sports. There's golf, but it's the most capitalized sport. Only the upper class can enjoy it. For the 23 million ordinary North Koreans, never seen such a difficult day. But it is stipulated that you must face it with a smile every day. Sometimes in grand street parades. Wear traditional clothing. Dancing in a well-choreographed program. In this nightmare country, all people are educated at birth. The reason why North Koreans worship today's city so much, it's because of his welfare policy. Win the hearts of the people. State allocates housing. Unlike China, some people spend their entire lives fighting for a house, although their salary is only $200 or $300 a month. But they basically have no place to spend. People always have to be born old and sick. Therefore, in North Korea, no matter the big illness, all free treatment, and the pregnant women there is no need to think about unemployment at all. They get 6 to 8 months of paid leave. This makes everyone envious, and from the birth of a child, the milk powder country also bears the full cost. Tuition fees for children's 12-year compulsory education. The state fully bears major challenges facing life. North Korea solved it all for their people. That's why North Koreans are so happy. Their leaders. If you want to visit this country, just got off the plane. You'll be in the prosecutor's office. A very unfriendly all-round inspection of you. And every photo in the camera has to be strictly grid review. Check. There is no mattress in the bedroom. And there's no running water. Only a few battered blankets to use. And your every move. There are cameras watching you at all times. Soon you will start your visit with a guide. North Korea, a totalitarian version of paradise. In this land of socialist happiness, first come to the only playground. Everyone here has a big smile on their face. Warmly greet. Enter the park. North Koreans don't have to buy tickets. People can go inside and play. Many projects in the park feature veteran actors, dilapidated facilities, an old-fashioned swing, ride a rotating chair, etc. But many facilities are guarded. If you don't obey, you will be expelled. And these settings, safety of Shy is highly questionable. While people are having a great time, suddenly a group of soldiers appeared. People who play will avoid it when they see it. While playing the game, saw them coming, will also stop immediately and give it to them. Now you are brought to the demarcation line of North Korea. On the right is the North Korean flag. And just a few meters at the other end is Korea. When you enter here, you must form a line, closely observed by soldiers. The atmosphere is tense. This is the most sensitive region in the world, surrounded by 1 million soldiers. Although on standby, the group finally arrived at the famous North and South Korea demilitarized zone. And on both sides of the border, guards are highlighted in red. They don't look at each other. Always be vigilant. If a person with 1 foot on the line will be immediately detected and killed by a large number of cameras. After the tourists visit, before leaving, their cameras are rigorously inspected. Every photo. Next stop is the War Museum. There's an old woman in the corner clearing stones, and suddenly one of the tour guides forced him to leave. because he spoiled the landscape. This is invisible to outsiders. Because of the image of this country is in danger. Nothing is allowed to be distorted. And a constantly monitored image. After arriving at the museum, the first is a huge mural. As people say about North Korea, glory of the founder's city today is as expected. He had the status of a god, especially because of himself. Rewrote the entire modern history of his country. What's playing in the museum? America must be on the wrong side. Misled all the people here. And a lot of history here has been rewritten. It shows that North Korea's weapons are powerful. What was left for the last visit was a painting. Huge mural of the Battle of Seoul. Spotlight is on. Save the communist North Korean regime. Brave soldiers who have protected them to this day. Tourists return to the hotel. It's rush hour. Everyone is queuing up to go home from get off work in an orderly manner. There's never a traffic jam here. There was an accident on the road just now. Immediately in the middle of the road a woman. Clean up the broken glass as soon as possible. There are no ads on the roadside in this city. Only to promote the communist regime. Huge poster. We see people building. Proud of the future of this perfect country. A woman in this country, purely for child rearing and other propaganda. Back to the hotel. There is a TV set inside. It's on national TV all the time. The program includes singing patriotic songs in front of military personnel. Generals give speeches, a nature documentary about Kim Jong-il, and how to best use Kalashnikov, a machine gun. There will be no TV shows and the like. North Koreans see these clips, will generate a very excited mood. Proud to be born in this country. Every morning in North Korea, we'll play fixed songs, penetrate every corner of the country. People get up as soon as they hear a sound, start living a repetitive life. And 6 a.m., the cleaner will receive each. It was spotlessly clean. Crossroads. Traffic police are directing traffic that doesn't exist. His movements, like those crazy puppets, in the capital of this communist regime. Everything has to be perfect. The extreme poverty in this country is hard to hide, and a bunch of men with shaved heads dress exactly the same. They do rhythmic morning exercises. People there are like a crazy contraption, and this rotation is 60 years. In a country that bans religion, Sit is their god today. Local Stalin. He has been leading a country, and appointed himself as the eternal leader. And tourists, like everyone else in the country, have to pay tribute to him. Here is the only pizza place. Dine there is for the elite. And a few privileges reserved for foreign tourists. This restaurant is essentially, according to North Korean leader Kim Jong-il, it was created on a whim. Just because Kim Il-sung likes pizza, they don't play with their phones. Because only local allowed. People's entertainment facilities. You can go boating or keep pets on the Daetung River. Drought slides can be seen in People's Square. As young man, and people can play bowling. Swimming pool if they want internet access. Need to go to the library, but not connected to the internet. They want to control people's minds. And from a very young age. Here we go. Children under the age of 6 on the street has started to learn to walk and step, singing patriotic songs. Praise the great leader Kim Il-sung. A few blocks away. A kindergarten. These kids are flawless. A very harmonious and warm picture. The kids at school are beautiful, polite, always smiling. Teaching tool plant. Animals do almost as well as the real thing. It's unbelievable. Kids learn. Know all the fruit trees in this country. Animal. When the principal came to visit, the children warmly welcomed the visitors. Children under the age of 5 in the classroom. I am learning the main plot of my life today. And they recite with gusto. Kids can be proud of that. Through them, socialist future of the country is guaranteed. Their brains are conditioned to obey. They recite it a lot. Study history and everything about this great leader. Start teaching them when they are 3 years old. Where was he born? Where he lives? What did he do? Everything repeats itself, until he became fixed in their minds. This room is a dormitory. Kids can take a nap there, and sleep at night, from the age of 5. They spent the whole week here. Never go home. The state has taken over the role of parents, and this country's military influence is everywhere. An exact replica of a MiG fighter. Some children dressed as officers, and some kids board a huge electric train. He is better than any Western school. So much happiness and joy. When you see so many happy little faces, you will doubt yourself. Is this still acquaintance? The North Korea you know. Throw a show at the school, by a talented young violinist. Feature. The children are all wearing exquisite makeup. Repeat a memorized new dance. Everybody's acting like miniature adults. Guitarist, spinning dancer, talented singer. Everything about the stage is managed down to the smallest detail. Even a smile. These puppet kids. Only promoting the Korean ideal. Even the smile seems reluctant. In order to achieve these results, put in hundreds of hours of work. Final end. It's a piano solo by a 5-year-old. Reproduces professional concert style. Every movement of the Chin family. At school, it also has a very obvious slogan. Kim Jong-il is the best in the world. From this, it is conceivable that North Korea is the most authoritarian society. He turned North Koreans into robots.